Hello, this is Anil again, continuing with the 30-day free mentorship series. So, hello everyone. So today is day 13, and 13 is my favorite number, my lucky number. And today I'm just going to complete the networking effectively lesson. So this is part 4. And today I'm going to talk about a very important topic, and that is your why. Now, you may wonder, what does that have to do with networking effectively? Well, as you are out there, you're talking to people, you're sharing your vision, you're building relationship, you're telling the planet what you're up to, you're aligning yourself with what you want to create. You want to be very clear and defined in your why. Now, when I mean your why, I don't mean what you hear most people say. Oh, I'm doing this to make extra money. Or I'm doing this so I can retire one day. Or I'm doing this so I can buy a big house or have the pool and the car and the shopping and all of that. Those are not really whys. Those are things, okay? And most people who do work hard and are consistent with a career or a job can get those things. That has nothing to do with your why. Things are things. They're here today, gone tomorrow. So what do I mean by your why? Well, let's say it another way. If I was to ask you, what is your end game? What is your purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing? Like, what is the driving force behind what you're doing? Would you be able to clearly define it? And for me, here's how you would clearly define it. If push comes to shove, and you were faced with giving up what you're doing or to do something else, or maybe you are being distracted by something, would you surrender that? Would you give that up? Or do you strongly believe in your heart that the vehicle you've chosen to get done what you have to get done, one, defines your purpose, two, helps you, accomplish your end game? Now, when I say that, what do I mean? Well, for example, you may say, and I've heard people say, well, my why is my family. I want to make sure my family's looked after. If something should happen to me, I want to make sure my family's taken care of. And when I think about that, I get emotional. I tear up because I can't think of not taking care of my family. So when you think about that, that's a strong why. Or I've heard someone say, well, I want to do what I do, and I've chosen the vehicle of what I've chosen, because if ever anyone needs me for whatever, for medical reason, emergency, I can provide the money. I can help them out. So I always want to be equipped and ready for that, because the people in my life I care about, and I just want to make sure if they ever need me, I'm there for them. Well, that's also a strong why. So I'm sure you're getting my drift, that the why is not material things. The why is what drives you every single day. And here's how I can tell someone has a strong why, okay? Let's just say they've declared to everybody what they're up to, what they're creating, their why, their end game. And an obstacle gets in the way, or something disrupts them. Or maybe it's presented to them to quit what they're doing. Well, they always find a way and figure it out. I'll give you an example. Here's how you know you have a strong why, okay? And here's a lesson today. Let's just say you're going to Disneyland, okay? You've gone on Google Maps, you figured out the route, either you're driving or you're flying, and you get ready and you're off. Let's just say you're driving, okay? And you're taking the route, and you're on the way, and on the way, there is construction on the highway. Or maybe there's a major accident. Or maybe there's a snowstorm, and the highway is closed off. What would you do? Would you turn the vehicle around and head back, throw your arms up, go, you know what, I can't do this, this is too much, it's just too much pressure? Or would you figure out a way to get around the obstacle? Maybe take a side route, get back on the highway, maybe stay at a motel, wait till the snow is cleared the next day. Maybe the construction is going to be on for a while, so you figure out another way to go, and you divert off the route and get back on at another exit or another way. Well, you see, someone who's very clear on their why and very clear on their purpose, no matter what gets in their way, they figure it out. because it's not about the vehicle. It's not about network marketing or direct sales or MLM, or you're a banker, or you're running a restaurant, or you're in construction, or you're running an online business, or you're doing e-commerce. That's just a vehicle. Your why is your purpose. It's your end game. You've just chose that vehicle to help you get that done. Whatever it is, taking care of your family, making sure you have money to take care of emergencies. Maybe you want to give back to society. Maybe you want to contribute to charity. Maybe you're in the philanthropy part of your life. Whatever. It has very little to do with the things you gather or the material possessions that you want. It has nothing to do with that, because here's why. People who focus on material things, when they're faced with obstacles or they get sidetracked, or something shows up that interrupts their flow, they're easily taken out of the game. Easy. Money has no emotion. There is no emotional connection with a house or a pool or a car. That's just material. There is emotional connection to a loved one, to your family, to taking care of people that are sick, to assisting someone who needs surgery, someone you love, or maybe building homes for people that are impoverished. Maybe they're dealing with a disaster. See, those things tug at your heartstrings. That's your why. No matter what's going on, there could be construction on the highway, there could be an obstacle, there could be a diversion, there could be an accident, there could be a storm. You figure it out. Why? Because your passion, your motivation, your purpose is not driven by material things. It's driven by your end game. It's driven by why you are who you are. It has very little to do with what you do. So when people argue with me and say, well, no, I love being a doctor, and I love being a mechanic, and I love driving truck, and I love running my restaurant, and I love being a waitress, I'm like, really? Really? You're not inspiring me. Like, you're not getting me pumped up about who you are and your purpose and your why. You're not. Because I know anything can take you out of the game. Anything. I've seen people who were talking a big game about doing this and doing that, like one little incident and they were out. I've been there. I've been taken out of major games because my why wasn't strong enough. So the lesson today, in conclusion with networking effectively, is as you're out there sharing your vision, you're sharing your passion, you're telling people why you're doing what you're doing, always keep that very close to you. Always understand that no matter what's going on externally, no matter what's going on around you, your why, your purpose, your passion, your end game will never shift. In fact, it will burn harder and harder and harder and harder as you move forward, because you are just driven by that. And you will choose a bunch of vehicles in your lifetime to accomplish that. Very few people choose the same vehicle because you just want to get that done. You're so clear on your purpose that nothing takes you out of the game. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about how you can keep your passion burning. You can have a strong why. You know your end game, and you're taking action to make that done, irrelevant of the vehicle. So don't get caught up in what network marketing company you're in, or what vehicle you've chosen, or what business you have, or what enterprise you're in. That could be gone tomorrow. Focus on your why, focus on your passion, focus on your purpose, focus on your end game, because no matter what shows up in your life, because things will show up, that's why we call it life, you will not get taken out of the game, and you will stay focused on what you're up to and creating, because you know where you're going, and no matter what is in the way of obstacles, you will get it done because you're very clear on your why. So continue networking effectively out there. Have some fun. I just want to do this quick lesson to help you keep moving forward. Please share your comments. Please share my lessons. Help someone in your life who is probably not clear on their why and their purpose and their dream and their passion and their end game. It'll help them get clarity on that. Maybe they're jumping from one thing to another. They can't stay focused on something. They have what I call the shiny penny syndrome. Someone says something to them, they're like, yeah, I want to do that, or yeah, that sounds good, or yeah, count me in. And so they're all over the place, helter-skelter, with no focus and no passion, no their why is not strong enough. They're not clear on their end game. They don't even know where they're heading, and they're just focused on money or gathering material things or whatever. Maybe you can help that person. Maybe you can have them watch this video so they can really sit down and write out, well, what am I passionate about? What drives me? What is my purpose? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What is my end game? So again, this is Anil with Anil Now and the 30-day free mentorship series of day 13, completing part 4 of networking effectively. I wish you the best. Enjoy a safe and enjoyable and happy Thanksgiving here to all my Canadian friends. And to you, wherever you are in the world, be safe, be well, stay great, continue living a prosperous life, and get really, really dialed into your why, your purpose, your passion, and your end game. Ciao for now.